sir.
Hey. Oh.
I know.
What are you guys doing in practice?
We'll play a little bit. Just work on a couple things on both sides of the basketball. And, continue to keep getting better. That's our main thing is get better every day. Don't waste these practice days. Don't waste the games. And let's continue to keep getting better. So that's the mindset that we have.
Is it hard to prepare for a guy like Scoop, given that you haven't really seen him on the NBA level that much? With a handful of preseason games.
Yeah. No. He's in attack mode. He's relentless. Get to the basket. Shots improve. So we know he's coming. So we gotta be ready. And like I said, make sure our strengths are there. No open gaps, no open seams, making play in the crowd. But we know he's a fierce competitor. He's gonna attack all night.
Do you have any update on how well he's doing?
Yeah, it'd be a practice time decision.
And with the point guard situation, hopefully Ball will be able to come back soon. You got Russ starting. Team let Xavier Moon go. Like, how do you approach if Bones can't go? Like, how do you approach who plays and who starts plays with Russ's out the game?
Yeah, we have our guys that are gonna do it.
Who are those?
I'm not gonna tell you, man.
We just got to find out.
Yeah.
So you're not concerned though?
You never want to see a guy injured, but we're not concerned. But he's gonna be back soon, so hopefully he'll be available and ready to go on Wednesday. But if not, we have guys who can fill in and hold it down until he gets back.
In your estimation, how do you think Zoo's adapted to playing more up on the screen? Because obviously you got so used to playing drop and pick-and-rolls. How do you think he's adapted?
You gotta stay on him at times, but he can do both. He can be up, he can get back and drop. He can also blitz. So be able to do all three things and be able to switch as well. So he's been good. Just gotta keep staying on him about being up more and in times we're gonna be in a game we want to drop him. So he has to be able to do multiple coverages on a nightly basis.
How's the integration process with KJ and KD Martin, getting him acclimated to the offense, the defense, one of them?
Yeah, it's been good. I think he's more comfortable right now at the 5 position. Be able to sprint and pick and rolls, get off of it, get behind the defense, playing a short roll in the pocket and make plays. And we just got to keep getting him up to speed on the 4 position as well. And when you come from a different team and you come to a new team and learn 2 positions, it's kind of tough. But he's been doing a good job so far.
Does he have to be 100% knowledgeable on those for you to throw him out there? Do you want him to feel it out and learn throughout the game? Or how does his learning process work in the games?
We just have to run things that he knows. He's on the floor. So he's picking up stuff. Pretty good. Just it's not fair to do. Have a guy come in playing 2 positions. And go 2 or 3 weeks of practice. So but he'll be fine.
Several players have talked, have made it clear that Russ has been extremely vocal this camp. Last year you said he exceeded all expectations for you. Has he become the vocal leader of this team?
Yeah, just instantly when he first came to the team, just being a vocal leader, and that's who he is. Big personality, and we need that. The younger guys need to see that, and the way he approaches every single day, every practice, every shoot around, every game, it's the same intensity. So he's definitely come in and been very vocal.
Has there been anybody else that's come close to what he does vocally for this team in your time here?
Well, I think if you compare Kawhi speaking up more to what Russ is, I would say it's about the same, even though it's a big difference. But when Kawhi speaks, everyone listens and everyone's locked in. So Kawhi's been speaking up a lot more. PG's been really good at it too as well. So, but Kawhi's talking a lot more, speaking a lot more, and it's been good for us.
I know we're not holding you to the 9 or 10 man rotation that you kind of mentioned at the open practice, but if it does end up being something like that, some people are going to be on the outside looking in. Have you started having those conversations yet with who those guys might be, just kind of letting them know what it is?
Not yet, not until we see, to make sure we're going to be fully healthy when we play. We really don't know yet until we figure out what Bones' situation, and so we'll see.
At the open practice, Kawhi was talking about how he's seen from Paul a different mindset.
Seen what?
He said he saw in Paul this year a different mindset, and kind of asked, well, what does that mean? And he said he's not I don't know if more serious is the right word, but sort of not joking around, just about his business. Have you seen anything different about Paul this year?
I mean, he's definitely more focused. You know, his approach has been different, but not as much as as any other season. I just think that this year we just feel good about ourselves. The camp was great. I think having a healthy body with Kawhi and PG both coming into camp, being healthy, and be able to go through a full training camp, with no restrictions, and so like we feel good, feel confident about what we have, and so. But his approach has been the same to me. Like he plays hard every game, every practice he goes full speed. So never had any issues out of PG.
What's your biggest area of concern with the team before the season starts right now?
Say it again.
But if you had to assess it, what is your biggest area of concern on the floor with the team going into the season?
I don't have any concerns right now. I'll let you know after the first game. But right now I feel pretty good, but we'll see. I mean, of course there's going to be things you got to get better at, but right now I feel pretty good.
And if I can ask, there was a quote from Steve Kerr today about how guys are just taking practice more seriously in Golden State. Is that conversations that you and him had with Team USA, but like with veteran teams trying to get them?
And
trying to
as well. Yeah, I mean, from when like Steve came in the league and I came in the league, a long time ago, like we had 32 days for training camp, so you actually practice on days you had games during the preseason. So just the mindset is different, and so like with the injury still being up, it really hasn't shown a big difference by less practices and less games has actually helped guys stay on the floor. So we said this year we're gonna take a different approach and see if that works, and so not too hard for Spo, but but for me and Steve it's just something different, and just take a look at it. And so as of right now it's been pretty good for us.
I was wondering, just from a big picture, if you contracts set up the way they are, the West being as hard as it is, it's hard to win in the NBA. And I'm wondering, at all this offseason, do you ever wonder about how many more bites at the apple of a championship you really have with this core? Is that everything you ever thought about, like your championship window with this group, the Kawhi PG group?
Not really. I mean, I just take it year by year, and I just think that if we're healthy, I love our chances. And so, I've been saying that, and I hate to keep repeating that, but like I said, if we're healthy, which a lot of teams think that, but if we're healthy, we haven't even seen it. My 3 years here, we haven't finished a season with Kawhi and PG, so both on the floor together, so I just want to see that, and then after I see that, I can let you know.
You got a situation right now where you have a lot of forwards who, someone's not going to play. I mean, obviously with Terrence starting, Marcus was starting. Now we haven't seen him on the floor at all this preseason. Like, what's the main conversation with him as far as like what you need from him, what his role is, when off the floor?
Yeah, all right. I'll talk to him. What, you mean take the conversation? Yeah. No. No.
Last one.
Everyone knows their roles though. Yeah, everybody had a sheet before training camp started. So maybe you get your hands on one. How slick you are.
In your 3 years, you guys have never finished lower than third in three-point percentage?
Say it again?
In your 3 years, you guys have never finished lower than third in three-point percentage. Like last year you were third, the year before you were third, your first year you guys were first. But in the last 8 months, you've lost Luke, you've lost Reggie, you've lost Eric. Like that's some shooting off the roster. Like, how do you supplement that shooting to kind of build it back up to get to where you want the shooting to be where you're comfortable with?
I think the biggest thing is just we gotta get more attempts. I think we gotta get more attempts. Like you said, we shoot at a high clip, and we did lose some good shooters. But now with that, with those guys gone, now we gotta have our shooters shooting the ball well, and then the guys that getting some layups and attacking the paint more. I think the cuts would be good for us. And if you're not gonna make as many threes, you gotta have more points in the paint. So I think our cuts can help take place in that.
Thank you.
I forgot about the practice of the day shooting game.
Let's get ready for Hoop Jab.